I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do.
Hello, racing fans, and welcome back to another edition of Handicapper's Corner, brought to you by the Derby Bar and Grill. I'm Mike Hedson with Drew Forrester. We're going to go through the Friday, July the 26th races at beautiful Hastings Racecourse. It's going to be a Friday night program that starts at 7 o'clock. We do have 7 races on tap. Should be a great evening. Weather's supposed to be fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous.
It's a great night to be out.
Our second Friday night. Last Friday was a lot of fun. I love the Friday nights, as Mike mentioned. 7 races on the card. Let's jump right into it. First is a $4,000 claimant event. Non-winners of 2 lifetime for older colts and geldings. Field of 6 here. Tough to get by the one. Titus Command. Second in a 4-on-2 behind another Guinness. Second last time behind Honk, getting 48 buyers. Anything close to that, he's got to win this race. I got Titus Command on top. I threw in Storm Rocket. He was way behind Titus Command last time, but he did run third, weighed off with Lenny Cicheron.
Why not?
Why not? Storm Rocket, I threw in Cruise Dancer, coming off a couple routes. Third behind Transplant and Desi. Last time he sprinted and gets Alex Marti today. I went 1-5-4.
Yeah, this race didn't come up super tough, the non-2-4. Sometimes they do come up tough, reasonably tough, as tough as a non-2-4 can.
Get a dropper or something.
But this race come up pretty soft for the level, and if Titus Command repeats his last race, he should win the
got to be
money.
tough.
I don't see anyone that can jump up and beat him. Maybe the 4 Cruise Dancer. That was my second pick. He is shortening back up off of a series of route races where he was a pace casualty, but he's running against some pretty Genoa Bay's come back to run well. Desi Transplant's been good. He's coming out of some sneaky good races.
Decent races, yeah.
So I think he may be, probably the danger to Titus Command, who, anytime you're not a speed horse in a 6-horse field, then that, you can run into some problems.
Yeah.
And when you're taking a short price, when you have to avoid traffic, that can be, dangerous as well. And I put the 3 Kryptonotus in for third. I thought the first up run was okay. I just had to put someone in for third. Louis Magalhad's trains for the Sunrise Stables. I went 1, 4, and 3, but I thought it was definitely 1 and 4.
Yeah.
And in the opener. On to the second race. Got some $4,000 fillies and mares here going 6 1/2 furlongs. And the 6, Don't Tell Judy, is the horse to beat. I think. And Plain Lucky probably hasn't run in a year. But I thought that I just see there's going to be a lot of speed in the race. I think Be Quick, Be Gone's going to be close. Future Games is a key player. Like, the horse is not maybe going to win the race, but it's going to affect the outcome.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it will ensure a decent pace. And I just think it may play out nicely for the 3-horse Kodiak Quick, who was not... ran against Veloso Raptor going long. Maybe the horse doesn't want to run long. Maybe he's a 1-run closer sprinting. But the long race, speed did really well that day, and the Veloso Raptor just refused to stop. Yeah. Next out winners, Commercial Appeal and Arbanita Rose. So the race had a significant strength to it. And prior to that, another hanging third. I just don't think he wants to route. And so back at a sprint, that was a good third behind Tattooed Kitty and Union Obsession. This horse is all right. I think the pace scenario is going to help this horse. I'm going to go Kodiak Quick to defeat the obvious number 6, Don't Tell Judy. And I was between the 4, Plain Lucky, and the 2, Be Quick, Be Gone for third. I put the 2 in for third, but I'm going to try the 3 horse here. I went 3, 6, and 2.
I'm going with the Cluche runner off the layoff. Mark, very good off the layoff. The one time...
Well.
Yeah, been working well. And the one time this horse ran at Hastings, it was a winning one. It was a 4-on-3. This is the logical place to put her, even though she hasn't run since last August.
And they protect her.
Yep, she's in for the waiver, so she doesn't have to run for the 4. It's a good spot for her, and Mark Cluche is always having a very strong year. Him and Amadeo on fire together. I took Plain Lucky over Don't Tell Judy, as you mentioned, probably the one to beat in here.
Shortening up.
Yeah, coming back to a sprint where she was dangerous for the red-hot Phil Hollebarn and Enrique Gonzalez, a lot to like. And I threw him Be Quick, Be Gone for third. Won 3 in a row and was due for a subpar effort, which was last time. I could see her bouncing back. She's had a little time off, had 6 weeks off, and I could see her bouncing back with a better effort today. I went 4, 6, and 2 in the second. On the third, 3-year-olds for 12.5, going a mile 16th. I really like the 5, Troop On Online here. Closed into Indicative. Couldn't quite catch Indicative last time. Now gets Amadeo Perez aboard. This is a horse, his first 2 races of the year were absolutely awful. Did not show up at all. His last 3 races, very good. Second behind a well-meant KK Gold. broke his maiden for 8. Went up to that 12-5, just missed behind Indicative. First time against winners. I could see this horse run a lot better today. I like Troupon Online. I got him on top of Indicative, the horse that just beat him. Those two seem to be the tough ones in here. And I threw in Sir Knight, who threw a clunker last time, but Glenn Todd's known to get aggressive. And, this guy could have been in a 4-on-3. He chooses, a 4-on-2, chooses to run him right back for 3-year-olds for 12-5. I think you're going to see a better Sir Knight today. I went 5-6-3.
Yeah, the mile of 16th will be the interesting part here.
Yeah.
This is a new distance for all of them, and
Except Trooper Online. That's why I should have mentioned he won. He broke his maiden going mile 16.
Right, and that's the big key. And I agree with you. I think you're spot on. I think Trooper Online is very good. Nice run up effort last time sprinting behind Indicative, and the horse was full of run in the stretch and ran a good race. The extra quarter
29-1.
The extra quarter mile is definitely going to help this horse. And
Yeah.
Amadeo Perez certainly won't hurt. Of course, subbing for the injured Jeff Birmingham. Good reports that Jeff's out of the hospital, and he's still got a lengthy recovery time. He will not be back this year riding races, but still he's back to perhaps come back next year. Or,
Yes.
But the good news is he's doing a lot better, and he's out of hospital, and that's good news for
All
Jeff.
our best to Jeff, that's
Yes,
for sure.
I know, he's a cool guy. Troupon Online for me, I just think the pace scenario is going to help him. Genoa Bay, Sir Knight, Jack Strain, Indicative, all horses that want to be near the lead.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Indicative is going to be out there, but I know there's going to be some pace. That'll help Troupon Online, who really impressed me last time. You're right. First 2 starts, no good. Next 3 starts, it's where the lights come on. This horse is really running well.
Progressing every
And
race.
you're getting a sharp horse. Like Troupon Online, Indicative is another razor sharp horse for the razor sharp Kerry Raven barn. And I put the 4-horse Jack's Rain in for 3rd. I went 5, 6, and 4 of those rear horses in the 3rd. On the 4th race, maiden 4 grander for fillies and mares, going 6.5 furlongs. I ended up on the 6 horse in here, Champagne Waltz. I liked them last time, or her last time, and just didn't get away well in that race. And the inside post probably wasn't the best spot for her, and they went slow, 23-1, 47-3. Still made a very good run under our man J.C. Roque. And, considering the pace was so slow, I thought closing ground was very good. And I had troubles finding anyone to fall in love with in here. I put the 2 Bad Girl in for 2nd and the 3 Seagirl Bay for 3rd. There's positives and negatives for both of them. There's nothing to hang your hat on in this race. I'm just going to take a shot on Champagne Waltz. I liked her last time. I got to follow her back. Didn't get the best of trips. Going to hopefully get a better one from an outside post, and which sounds odd that you would want an outside post, but certain horses.
Yeah, I don't
fare
want to be
better
trapped down on the rail.
being on the
Trapped down
outside
the rail,
rather than being pinned down on the inside. 6, 2, 3.
I went to the 2. I went to Bad Girl. Steve Hansen's having a very good year. And coming off a good 2nd behind Bombay, and was well clear of the 3rd horse, Rugged Beauty. Come back to work sharply, 48-1, got the bullet on July 19th. I think it's her turn. She's been knocking on the door all year long. She's had 4 starts, 3 of them in the money. And I think today's the day she could get the job done. Bad Girl on top of Saturna. The one that you left out, Saturna hopped to the start last time, lost all chance. Before that, her races, you're right, she's 2nd behind Essie Rose, 2nd behind Stratocumulus. Last time only beat 2 lengths. And throughout that last race, I think she's in it. And another trainer having a good year is Pat Jarvis. So I put Saturna in your top pick, Champagne Waltz. Another one that obviously figures to be in the mix here. In a tough 4th race. I went 2, 7, and 6 in the 4th. On to the 5th. 4,000 non-3 for fillies and mares, going 6.5 furlongs, so field of 7 in here. I went to 6 R Rebel Lady, coming off a win. Routing, going to mile 16th, comes back to a sprint. Just the work on July 20th and 59-4. Anything close to that should be enough to best these 4 non-3 companions. I put Bad and Bougie in the 2nd spot, coming off a win for the hot Phil Hallbarn at the 4 non-2 level. This is Cape Light was in that race, come back to crush. This is a natural progression for this horse, Bad and Bougie. She needs to be respected. I threw in Miss Viola. 2 very good races to kick off the year. Last one, then a clunker. The last one, she pressured the pace, went in 22.46, faded a little bit. She's one I think could rebound with a better effort today. I went 6.24.
Yeah, I went the 2 Bad and Bougie.
Yeah.
Impressed with the run. Did lose the Eco Charge 2 back, but she blew the start that day. Broke a lot better last time, got the win. It wasn't a spectacular time, but I just think the horse is going the right way. And A couple of good works since her last race. I don't love anyone here. I put the 5 Eco Charge in for second. I'm going to forgive her for her last. She had a wide trip. Nothing went right that day. Prior to that, she'd run long. And prior to that, she'd won quite comfortably, defeating quite a few of these horses. So she's in with a chance with the right trip. And I put the 4-horse Ms. Viola in the mix as well. I left out Where's My Jenny, who's a recent winner. Our Revel Lady, a recent winner. You know, it's a good race. It's a tough race.
This is a tough one.
Just the sprint was, I thought the best sprinter was Bad and Bougie. I went 2, and the 5 Eco Charge. I went 2, 5, and 4 in the 5th. On to the 6th race, 6250. Claimers here going 6 1/2 furlongs. We do have 6 Colts and Geldings and 1 mare in here. The 3 Tattooed Kitty is going to take on the boys. I went to the 1-horse Kaki's Command. I think this horse should find the lead, and don't see a ton of speed in here. Maybe Optic will put some pressure on. He's not a real crazy speed horse, though. But Kaki's Command doesn't need the lead, can sit second and win anyway. But this horse, when it's right, is very good. This horse was formerly in the Julie Wicks barn as well. But Kaki's Command for me to defeat the 7. Give me some slack in the 4. Harness back, I thought, for 3rd. I thought those were my 3 horses. They're all interchangeable. Whoever gets a little bit better trip maybe win the money. But give me some slack interested me too if the pace kicks on. It is a bit contested up front, but I thought Kaki's Command was the best. 1-7-4.
I have different horses. It's that kind of race.
Yeah.
I went to Santa Fe Trail. Forster having a good year.
Good setup.
Coming off a win. That's what I'm thinking, because Kaki's Command, I'm thinking Harner's back, Optic. I'm even Tattooed Kitty. I'm hoping for some pace in here. He's better going long. Now he's back to a sprint, but I think it can set up for him, and he's on his game right now. The barn's going well. Reyes and Forrester, 38% together right now. I just need a pace scenario for him. I think he could win right back up. But Santa Fe Trail, on top of Harner's back, part of the pace scenario in here, coming off a win at the $4,000 level, over Mighty Fraser and Run Harvey Run. This is a logical step for him to go in the 6250. And I put in Optic, absolutely crushed in a 4-on-3. Came back last time at this price, just got run down by the very good Brother Rod. And I mean, I don't want to leave him. He does go to a new barn, but I don't want to leave him off my ticket. I went 5, 4, and 6. In the 6th, on to the 7th. Maiden 4, 3 and up, Colts and Geldings, 7 of them, going 6 1/2 furlongs. Santa Claus has to be the horse to beat here.
Yeah, it looks like one of the best bets of the day. I think.
Absolutely. Second behind a very well met Tactful. I loved Tactful last time. He absolutely crushed.
Ran fast, 18 1 for that caliber.
And this guy, he got beat by 6, but he was almost 5 ahead of the next horse.
Yeah.
So I don't see anybody in here that challenges Santa Claus for the win. I put I Kissed Ivy in the 2nd spot, coming off a good second behind Genoa Bay, gets in light with the Bug Boy. It's been knocking on the door since arriving here from Golden Gate. 2 starts, 2 seconds, but I Kissed Ivy in the 2nd spot. And I threw in Turn the Key because I didn't really love anybody else. A first-time starter. The Steve Hansen barn works look okay. Why not try a first-time starter to round out the try? I went 5, 3, 7.
I agree with you, though. 5 horses is the horse. I mean, they're all, to me, the same after that. I like Santa Claus quite a bit. Has speed, should make the front. Really shouldn't get caught, and would really need to run a subpar effort, I think, to lose, or someone else will have to really step it up a lot to defeat Santa Claus. I put the 1-horse Quagmire in for 2nd. This horse was 3rd after chasing the pace, and was out there part of the pace. At least the horse was trying to win the race, and I admire those horses that kind of were up there in contention and fighting, and then maybe don't run on at the end, but at least you're in the race and we're fighting, and those horses generally do well when they get good trips. And I put Lionel Mack in, I didn't know who to pick. 5-1-2, but I love the 5 horse in here. I went 5-1-2 to close out the Friday night program. That'll do it for our analysis of the proceedings on July the 26th at Hastings Racecourse. Next up on screen will be a quick recap of our selections. Back in race number 1, I did go to the 1-horse Titus Command. I'm going to go 1, 4, and 3. Race number 2, I went to the 3 Kodiak Quick over the 6 and 2. Race number 3, I went to the 5 True Pawn Online. Going to go 5, 6, and 4. Race number 4, I went to the 6 Champagne Waltz over the 2 Bad Girl and the 3 Seagrove Bay. Race number 5, the 2-horse Bad and Bougie interests me. Also, the 5-horse Eco Charge does as well. I went 2, 5, 4. Race number 6, I went to the 1, Kaki's Command. Going to go 1, 7, and 4. And then the 7th and final, probably one of the better bets of the day, the 5-horse Santa Claus is going to go 5, 1, and 2.
On to my picks. Yeah, I agree with you. I think the best bets are in the first and the last. I agree with Mike in the first race, number 1, Titus Command over the 5 and the 4. In the second, I went to the horse coming off the layoff for Mark Luce, the 4, Plain Lucky over the 6 and the 2. In the third, although I like this horse a lot too, another top bet for me is True Pawn Online, the 5 horse over the 6 and the 2. In the fourth race, number 2, Bad Girl over the 7 and the 6. In the fifth, I took the 6, R Revel Lady over the 2 and the 4. In the sixth, I went to the 5, Santa Fe Trail over the 4 and the 6. And in the nightcap, as I mentioned, love the 5, Santa Cause over the 3 and the 7.
All right, that'll do it for this edition of Handicapper's Corner. Just a quick reminder, no live racing on Saturday, but we do resume on Sunday, July the 28th, with an 8-race program. It is BC Sports Alumni Day. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of ex-Canucks.
Yeah, it was a great deal. They started last year.
Lions and Whitecaps and jockeys. There's a lot of BC Sports Hall of Fame members that will be in attendance.
Got the text from Joey Kenner today, Sportsnet 650 will be out there in attendance. They will be on site, broadcasting live.
That'll be great. It's going to be a fun day. That's on Sunday as part of our 8-race program on July the 28th, so it should be a lot of fun. On behalf of Drew, thanks everyone for tuning in. Good luck in your Friday wagers, and we'll see you next time here at the Derby Bar and Grill.
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do